The Global Events Department really, I think, at times is the connector across the organization that allows all the different departments that utilize events or host meetings to come together and centralize the needs of each of the business groups to fulfill the goals of the event or the meeting.
The Global Events Department has a hand in pretty much everything that happens at All-Star, between Play Ball Park, the draft, the Home Run Derby, All-Star Game, Futures Game, Celebrity Softball, a lot of hospitality, private hospitality events that are hosted by Major League Baseball, by some of our partners. There's really a robust schedule that takes place probably for the 5 days leading up to All-Star.
We can't put on events like the All-Star Game without the constant discussion and assistance of the public sector in the market. Because a lot of the resources that we need to put on a big event, specifically on like law enforcement, are coming from the public sector. And so we need to make sure that as we're planning the event, we're always checking back with the public sector to make sure it aligns with how the city functions and how the local area functions, to be sure we have the right resources, the event is safe, it's well planned, and it's actually going to allow for ease of use for the fans as they come to the events.
The city and the Mariners and the Sports Commission here in Seattle have been amazing partners. I'd say they're like family, and to be honest, I probably talk more now with the Mariners and the Sports Commission than I do with some of the other members of Global Events. Because they really come to the table and make sure that everyone is aligned.
We want to talk to the local stakeholders because ultimately we're in their house and we're in their city. And we know that we want fans from that city to enjoy our events. And so it's really important for us to understand what their goals are and to make sure that as we're planning the event, we're taking into account what will play well in Mexico is much different than what will play well in London. And so if we aren't targeted with how we're going to actually put the event on in a specific market, then we may not have success on attracting fans to come to the event or having a positive experience.
I want the fans to have an experience that they talk about for the rest of their lives, whether it's sitting in the bleachers at Wrigley during a World Series, whether it's walking through the corn path in Iowa. The fan experience, I want them to walk away and want to go to more, and want to tell their friends to go to more, and want to be a part of Major League Baseball and become a fan for the rest of their lives.
When a city invites us into a market to host one of our events, one of the things that they want to do is put their best foot forward. And so what I think we often see happen is that the financial commitments that a city makes or the resources that they put to the event often have a trickle-down effect that allow the neighborhood to be left in a cleaner way and to allow the venues that the event was had to be up to date in order to host our event. But when we leave, those venues still can activate for the next event. And a lot of the resources the city or the local entity have put into place will ultimately benefit the next event that will come down the road, or the community will still be able to use the event space after we're out of the market.